It is Eclipse Day across the country. Everyone in the continental U.S. will have the potential to see the moon at least partially blocking the sun, with more than 31 million getting a chance at the darkness of totality, including here in central New York, most of the areas in the North Country. We'll begin our coverage, though, with Jay Gray, who's in Junction, Texas, with more on this historic day.
The eclipse begins its U.S. journey in Texas and in the heart of the hill country. History getting a proper Lone Star welcome. Riding and roping, picking and grinning. A washers tournament and sipping Eclipse wine from a Texas vineyard. The TexClip Festival turning the eclipse into a 3-day celebration.
For those that are coming for the eclipse, we wanted to give them something to do while they're here.
Games, goods, even local royalty gathering outside the county courthouse. Eclipse chasers coming from across the country and around the world, hoping for that rare glimpse of the moon aligning with the sun, completely blocking its powerful rays.
It's incredible. It's something you remember your whole life.
The path of totality moves from the Pacific to the Atlantic across 15 states, home to more than 31 million. But forecasters warn a big part of that path could be covered in clouds. The Imaginarium Museum in San Francisco, teaming with NASA, will stream the event live across the globe. And after 2 years of research and planning, their telescopes and cameras are surrounded by bluebonnets and hay bales, betting on clear skies in Junction.
We studied the weather maps, we talked to weather folks, and it turns out this is the best place in the United States in terms of weather.
Everyone along the path of the eclipse hoping they'll be left in the dark in just a few hours. Jay Gray, NBC News, Junction, Texas.
And as we've mentioned, the epicenter of the eclipse in our area is expected to be in Old Forge. Now, we stopped up there last night. A little more traffic than you'd expect on a Sunday in April. The Old Forge and Town of Webb tourism folks have been planning events. They've been going on all weekend, and the area restaurants and other businesses have been planning for a long time to make this a very special few days. And we will have team coverage coming up of the eclipse, starting with News Channel 2 at noon. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis and Eric Gage will be live from the Oneida County Fairgrounds in Boonville, as the folks at Adirondack Central School have a big deal planned up there. And then News Channel 2's Ben Kinney and Kirk Tupai will be live in Old Forge with all the events happening up there. And don't forget, NBC and CBS will have specials for you beginning at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The State Office of Emergency Management is reminding people to be prepared ahead of the eclipse. Keep your eyes protected. Do not look at the sun without certified eclipse glasses. They're also telling you to come early and stay late, so allow for plenty of extra travel time. Be prepared for being in heavy traffic by bringing food, water, extra clothing, fuel, and medications. Keep up with travel conditions on 511ny.org. We'll also be tracking the traffic for you. Only park in designated areas and do not stop to view the eclipse while on roadways. That's a big one. Only call 911 if you have an emergency. Being stuck in traffic does not constitute an emergency. They're also telling you to avoid the backcountry if you planned on heading up to north of the North Country and the high peaks. Those areas may be too muddy and dangerous to view the eclipse. Well, Utica City Schools will be releasing students early because of the eclipse. Secondary students will be dismissed at 11. Elementary school students will be dismissed at noon. On WKTV.com, we have a full section dedicated to the total solar eclipse. We have the path of totality, locations of aerial watch parties, and safety information as well.